Hi, I'm Linda. This video is a restorative yoga flow. And in restorative yoga, you need a few props. I'll go through these props with you. But first, I'd like to say a few things about what restorative yoga is. One of the distinctions I like to make is that in restorative yoga, the pose holds you rather than you holding the pose, which is different from classic yoga where you hold the pose. So in this restorative yoga flow, I'll be inviting you to inquire inward and notice whether you feel as though you're being held or you're holding. And if you're holding, that's an invitation to scan your body and notice where the muscles might be engaged and they really don't need to be engaged. Thus allowing you to settle deeper into a place of deep release. So this restorative flow is wonderful at the end of a busy day or a busy week. It totally allows the body to release, the mind to unwind, and the spirit to sink into a place of deep peace. So these props, these are your bolsters, and these are just cushions that I've taken from my couch. So you can use any kind of couch cushion that you've got that looks roughly like this. And if you don't have couch cushions like this, a bed pillow would be fine. If the bed pillows are soft, you might find that you want to use 3 of them instead of 2 because they compress. And then we have some pillows here. These are just ordinary throw pillows. You might not need all 3 of them today, but you might need 3 of them today. So I like to get all of the props I think I might need for a particular yoga flow before I begin, rather than having to run around and get them. So 3 cushions. This is a sandbag, so you can just get a bag of rice or a bag of beans, just 5 pounds, a 5-pound bag of sugar or flour, something that's got a little bit of flexibility to it. So rice and beans are sometimes better than sugar, which is kind of dense. So the sandbag or your bag of rice, and a blanket to cover your body with to stay warm. In restorative yoga, the body temperature does cool down, so it's easier to access that place of relaxation when you're warm. And that's why I've got my socks on, because I know if my feet are cold, I find it difficult to relax. So that's your blanket to keep you warm, and then an eye pillow. So this is an eye pillow with a little bit of lavender in it, which is nice, and it blocks out the light. And the pressure, just the gentle pressure on the optical nerve, creates a calming effect on the nervous system. But if you don't have an eye pillow, that's okay. This is a face cloth, and I've just folded it like so, and this can be your eye pillow. So that's what we're going to need for today's practice. So we'll begin with a supported bridge. So for supported bridge, I don't need my cushions. I'm going to put them aside. And we're going to take the 2 bolsters and place them lengthwise on your mat. Actually, I might like one of those cushions for under my head. Yeah. We'll see. So I'm going to bring one cushion close just in case I think I do want it under my head. And you can always make that choice when you get into the pose. So you've got the 2 bolsters lengthwise, and you're going to sit right on them. But you want your shoulder blades to be on the mat, off the edge of the bolster on the mat. So the bolster, unless you're really tall, your feet might hang off the end. I'm not so tall, so my feet don't hang off the end. Then using your arms to support you to come back into this position, so my shoulder blades are resting on the mat. And let me see if I want the cushion under my head or not. I don't think I'll use the cushion under my head, but you're welcome to try it out and see what feels most appropriate for you. So this is a chest opener. You'll notice how it opens across the rib cage here, and a gentle back bend, but you're quite supported by the bolsters here. And then getting your eye pillow, putting your eye pillow on, and then getting your blanket to cover your body to stay warm. And so sometimes covering just the midsection is enough. Whatever feels appropriate for you. And then the arms can be resting alongside your body with the palms facing upward. And taking a big breath in and releasing that with a sigh. Just feel free to adjust your body in any way that will allow you to feel a little more at ease. And if at any time you feel like pain in the body, obviously come out of the pose. But if you feel tension, that's an invitation to get curious about what that tension is. Is it a tension of the mind? Is it a tension of the body? So here, allowing the entire body to soften downward. Softening the shoulders and arms. Softening the spine, the hips, the knees and feet, all softening downward into the support of the surface beneath you. And allowing your senses to be wide open to the environment and the sounds around you. Sensing your room as a safe space. Welcoming the feeling of the air touching your skin. And the feeling of letting go and being at ease in your entire body and mind. And in these next few moments, connecting with your North Star. Your sense of purpose in life. What is the reason, that thing that you get out of bed for every morning? The North Star that guides your life. And that deep desire that you have for your life. And acknowledging that desire with your entire body and mind as though it were true in the present moment. And saying it to yourself in the present tense. And then you're welcome to set it aside and notice how that image of your North Star might return to you as you go about your day. Now, you're always welcome to pause the video and spend as much time as you like in any of these poses. And for now, taking 3 more nice, long, slow, deep cycles of breath here. And as you feel ready, we'll begin to transition away from the pose. So knowing that the transition between poses is just as important as the time in the pose. So setting your eye pillow aside, removing the blanket, and bending your knees, placing your feet flat on that bolster. Just taking a moment here, allowing the body to settle. No hurry. And then as you feel ready, rolling right off of your bolsters and pressing yourself up, taking a moment to receive bridge pose. And then we'll set up for our next pose, a supported cobbler. So we'll push one bolster to the end of your mat, and then place the other bolster on top of it. And here's where we might need all of these cushions. Maybe, maybe not. Just depends on how it feels in your body. So we'll bring them here. And this one will go under your head. So bringing your sacrum up against the bolsters. So you're nice and close. And then bringing the soles of your feet together. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. And here is where you might like to support your knees if you're finding that there's more of a stretch inside the legs than is comfortable for you. You can always let the feet come out a little bit farther. Or you can even come into a simple cross-legged position, which brings the thighs in a little bit closer. So you've got lots of options here, a simple cross-legged position, or in a classic cobbler with the soles of the feet together and the knees supported with the cushions. And then here's where you want your bag of rice. Just placing that on your feet so you can let go of any need that you might think that you need to hold on to the feet or they're going to slide down the mat. So that's what the weight is for. So then using your hands to support you to roll back. Oh, and that cushion underneath my head is in the perfect spot. Again, bringing your blanket and covering your body with your blanket, or even just the midsection, which gives a nice sense of security with the midsection covered. And taking a big breath in, and releasing that with a sigh. Allowing the shoulders to rotate such that the palms are facing up. And allowing the whole body to soften into this wonderful restorative cobbler pose. And bringing your attention to the sensations inside the body and asking yourself that question: do I feel held or am I holding? And if you feel held, allowing that sensation of being held to dissolve the entire body. The entire body dissolving into a place of spacious openness. And if you're holding, asking yourself if that's a holding of the mind or a holding of the body. Are there any areas where the muscles are engaged and they don't need to be? So allowing the body to soften, softening the shoulders and arms, softening the hips, the legs, the feet, softening your jaw, your brow, noticing how the brow melts as you let thinking go. And bringing your attention to your breathing. Just noticing the body breathing itself, no need to change anything. A gentle rise and fall of the belly and chest with each inhale and each exhale. And on each inhale, taking the attention into the left side of the body, the entire left side of the body, inhaling through the entire left side of your body, and exhaling through the entire right side of your body. Inhaling through the entire left side of your body, and exhaling through the entire right side of your body. And continuing in this fashion, allowing the entire body to be breathed. And as you feel ready, just releasing that pattern of breathing and allowing the entire body to be breathed, the entire body to be breathed. Welcoming sensations of well-being and joy percolating throughout the entire body effervescing with sensations of well-being and joy. An inner smile radiating from your heart like the rays of the warm sunshine, bathing the entire body in sensations of well-being and joy. Bathing the arms, the legs, the torso, your lips gently smiling as sensations of well-being and joy dissolve the entire body into the open spaciousness of simply being. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just being. And you're welcome to pause the video here if you'd like to remain in the pose for longer. Or if you're ready, taking 3 more nice, long, slow, deep cycles of breath here. And as you feel ready, allowing the light to seep back into your eyes. And very gently allowing movement to come into your body. Setting the blanket aside. And helping the knees together. You can push that sandbag, that bag of rice aside. And just straightening out the knees for a moment. Letting the legs release to the end of your mat. And then as you feel ready, using your hands to push you up to a comfortable seated position. And taking a moment to receive the benefits of your restorative yoga practice today. Listening inward for the wisdom that's been created through your practice today. And taking that wisdom into the rest of your life. Have a brilliant day.